Hi, I'd like to show you how to make a piece of weaving in a frame. What you'll need is a photo frame of any size of your choosing, a couple of different balls of yarn, some thread, a plastic needle and a metal darning needle. Some embellishments, buttons, felt embellishments, anything you've got, appliques, and a pair of scissors. Okay, so let's get started. Take your photo frame and remove the backing. So that's the glass picture in the back, and you're left with this, the frame. So let's get started. First of all, you want to attach your warp threads. So just take some of the yarn, one of the colours, and add your piece of yarn onto the bottom corner of the frame. Move that up a little bit so you can see that. So you just tie a loop and then tie again another loop, which creates a knot, and that's you. That's it secured and ready for warping up. Just move that along just a little bit, and then go up and round, down, back up again, round the frame, back down again, round the frame, back up again, round the frame, back down, round the frame, back up, back down, back up, back down, back up, and back down again. And that's you got 6 threads, warp threads, onto your frame. Now, depending on what size of frame you're using, it'll depend on how many times you go up and down and around. If you've got a wider frame, obviously you do more threads along, unless you want to just keep a piece in the centre of the frame. So whatever you choose is totally up to you at this point. And now with the final part, what you do is you take your last thread and you wind it round, pulling it through from the back to the front, like so, to create a loop around the bottom part of the frame. Then you do this again, grabbing the thread and pulling it round from the front to the back. But this time, keep it loose, take your thread and wrap it round the last loop, and that's it. And that's it secure enough to be able to start weaving. Now for this purpose, I'm going to take a different thread this time, the other colour, and I'm going to start using the other colour first. And this is us now using what they call the weft. So take your other colour and tie it on to the top string, far right corner, one loop, and that's it, and leave that at the side. And now you want to weave over the top thread and look for the back one, put your needle up through there, over the top one, and down under the back one, and pull your needle up through there. Over the top one, under the back bottom one, over and under, over and under, over and under, and that's you at the end. Now you just pull through until you get to the end. And watch your tension, don't pull everything too tight. Try and keep everything nice and straight, and then you can just use your needle just to pull down the threads to get them where you want them to be. Okay, and now we go back across the way. This time, this thread, the last one, it went under it, so this time we use that one and we go over it. So we go over and under, over and under, like so, and watch your tension, don't pull too much. And back over here again, over the next thread in line. We're under it, so we go over it now, over, and then pull the one underneath. It's a bit tricky holding on to it, I'll put it down. Over and under, 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 and pull the thread through. Again, watch your tension, don't pull it in too tight. There we go. And then just keep working in that same way until you get to about here. And then we'll change colour and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so welcome back. Now you should be finished doing the colour at the bottom now, and I want you to be ending at the right hand side. So once you're happy that you've done enough of one colour, end at the right hand side, take that yarn and just simply snip it, and then swap the yarns over onto your plastic needle. You can use a metal needle, it's just that I have these in little packs and they're just handy, big eyes and easy on the wool. Okay, so now what you do now is you add on the other colour to the right hand side thread, just as you did in the bottom here, one loop, like so. And you start weaving again over this one, because as you can see with this, just to explain to you, this one has ended under. So we're moving on to the new thread, and so it starts over. So we start going over and under, 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 and over and under. And then just pull your thread through. Okay, and then start across the way, over and under, 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 and pull your yarn through. And carry on until you get to here, and I'll join you again in a minute. Hi, so that's us at the top now. That's you right up to about here. You can't go much further than that really, that's about as far as you need to go. Let's fix these little bits. Okay, so once you've done that, I want you to finish this time at this side. Like this one, you finished at this side, but I want this one to be finished at this side, okay? And then just simply trim. Okay, so now we'll take our needle off our thread, off our yarn, and we'll put it back onto this piece here, and then simply just weave it through like so, and pull it through, and then make sure that you don't pull it too much from the side, and then end at the back of your work. Okay, and then take this one and do exactly the same, in and over, and over, a diagonal if possible. And then always finish with your needle at the back. Okay. And then the same with this one. Just weave it in, over, try and go underneath. And then back through and out the back again. Okay, and just fix that bit with your fingers. Okay, so now all you've got left is this tail here, which for the moment we're just going to leave just now, and you've got these two here, and again I'm going to leave these here like so. Okay, in fact no, I'm sorry, I'm not going to leave that tail. I'm going to use that one, tie that one in. Yeah, okay, sorry about that. So you just do the same again, in and out and in and out, and then end up at the back and take it off the needle and then just fix. Okay, so that's us done our little weaving piece there. And now we come to taking the embellishment and putting that on. I made this little felt tree, which I just thought would look lovely on top. So you just basically make something or buy something, whatever, and you can embellish that as well with buttons and different things, different elements, if you wish, like so. For the purpose of this, I'm actually just going to use the tree on its own. I just think it looks really nice just as it is. So this is when you take your other needle, the metal one, and your thinner yarn. This is a crochet thread. Just got to find it in. Here we are. Take a length of that. Okay, see if you can make a knot in this, and start from the back and work your way to the front from the bottom, and just simply do a running stitch all the way around like so. Corner. You can always pin this to your work, might make it easier. Okay, so you just carry on up. Until you've stitched all the way around. So I'll meet you back here after I've done that. Okay, so that's us just doing our last stitch now. And there we go. And that's us secured our embellishment onto the front of our piece of weaving. So you just go at the back now and just push your needle through, push your needle through the loop here and then through this loop of your thread and pull tight, and that will secure it. You can just push it through here again, just push it through here again and again through the loop, just to double check that it's not going to come undone, and that's you, and then cut off. Okay, so now we've trimmed up our ends, the little ends that we brought through from the front, wove them through. I trimmed them off, so if you just do that as well. We've got one end here and we've got this big tail here. So if we tackle the big tail first, I think, and remember we just basically put that in a little loop, so that just unravels. And what we want to do now is we want to tie it securely. So if you just pull it through there like that, and try and get it as tight as you can, and then just do another loop round through here to create a knot, and then just pull that tight like so. Okay, so if we just tuck this in here, another couple of times round. I mean, it is knotted, but we'll just make sure that it's not going to come out undone. Just do that, and we can cut that tail off like so, and we can just cut this one off like so because it is knotted as well. Okay, so that's us. Got it on. Entirely happy with that. There we go. That's better. Okay, so I've done a few more embellishments to the piece, and I fixed this string here. I wasn't happy with the knot being further down, so I just moved it further up, and I put a little button and some stitches in just to hide that really, and then added a little button here as well. So you can just add little elements as you feel, but I think that's enough now. I'm quite happy with that. So now we've got to attach the piece of yarn that we want to use for hanging the picture on the wall. So how you do that is you just take a piece of yarn. I'm using the colour from the bottom. I think that'll look quite nice as a contrast with the colour at the top. And you literally just ring it round and then loop it round again and tie in a knot. And a loop, one loop. Okay, turn it over. Make sure that you tie your next loop at the back so that you can't see it. Okay, so I should have given myself a little bit more yarn there, but never mind. You just pull tight, and that's you. Okay, and then turn it back over again. Right. Pull up your loop, pull back down, and again do the same on the other side. Just loop it through the frame. And again, twice, and then turn over, do a loop at the back, and another loop to secure it, and then cut off, like so, and that's you, got your hook for hanging. So we'll turn it over, and that's you finished. That's your loop for hanging it on the wall, your little piece of weaving, your embellishments, all complete and ready for hanging. I hope you've enjoyed the workshop. Thanks for watching. Bye.